Hey everyone, so I'm going to be very brief. Batman was really good, like really good. Um, kind of, like I always feel like a lot of these movies that we watch based on comic books or cartoons or anything that we already have a love for, you always want it to go somewhere. You want it to do something. And then, like, there's always some reason that a movie executive or just the people, the way that their vision is, or their interpretation of something when they make it, it never quite is what you pictured it to be. And I feel like while this new film, The Batman, doesn't exactly hit fan service because it actually breaks us away from the campy for the most part, well, I'd say 100%, to something more gritty and grounded, it is at the same time able to give us exactly what we wanted deep down, or at least what I wanted deep down this whole time. I don't think I've ever seen a movie that hit the mark so perfectly to give me the potential of the characters. The acting in this movie is incredible. I can honestly say that while a lot of people don't like me for saying this because I'm not a DC fan as much, The Dark Knight, just The Dark Knight, not the Dark Knight trilogy, but The Dark Knight. Um, you should, Lauren. It's incredible. I can't wait to buy it. The Dark Knight was always my favorite Batman movie, which I know, blasphemy, whatever. People are like, how could you not say Burton or any of that? But it was The Dark Knight for me. This movie just now outdid it tenfold. Paul Dano in this movie is incredible. He's incredible. And the weirdest part is you don't even see him a whole lot in this film, but when you do see him, oh, it's so unnerving and chilling, and it honestly it's blasphemous to say this, but it gives Heath Ledger a run for his money. And then the other thing is the chemistry between not only Gordon, Commissioner Gordon, while he's Lieutenant Gordon, and the Batman, but also the Batman and Catwoman, and the Batman and, or I should say, Bruce Wayne, and oh my God, what's the butler's name? I forgot the butler's name at the Batman. Anyway, Pennyworth. Pennyworth. I'm just gonna go with Pennyworth. It's incredible. The acting is incredible. The visual effects are primarily practically done. There are a few components to the movie that they give us real world dynamics and real world physics. So, like, when you expect the Batman to fly off with a special cape that they justify why it works, he just has like a suit, like a normal sheet, like one of those gliding suit things. The Batmobile both, I think, serves the people who want that campy, cartoony Batman style car, while also serving the people like me who like that practical, realistic, like looking thing. It looks like a Batmobile, but it also looks just like a car. It doesn't look like anything crazy. It just looks like he put some. It's all like sensible. And the penguin in the movie, which is crazy, you can't even tell that that's Colin Farrell in the film. The movie just, it is long. It is 3 hours, and yet it feels like it just flies. It feels like it's not even that bad of a of a weight. The movie is just entertaining and dark and gritty and gruesome and exciting and interesting and fascinating and so smart. God, it's so smart. Like the way that they set up the mystery and the twist. There's twist on top of twist. It's I can't praise the movie enough. I've already said this before, and actually Olivia, I'm gonna give her credit for this. Greg Alba's fiance Olivia, she actually said it's not a superhero movie; it's a comic book movie. I think that's pretty accurate. I think that's a fair assessment. If you like murder mysteries and you are fascinated by serial killers, And if you like organized crime and like a noir style, like detective, because it's so, like, that's the weirdest thing is Batman in the comics and in popular culture has always been deemed the world's greatest detective. And to be perfectly honest, if you look at most of the Batman movies, he doesn't really do much detecting for being the world's greatest. The Batman fixes that and changes it all the way. It's incredible what they've done. And the weirdest thing also about this movie is in the past, you'd always be like, this is about discovering, discovering your real identity as Batman. In this movie, your real identity is Batman, and you're trying to discover your identity as Bruce Wayne. That's the interesting part. And there's a lot of stuff that they take that you're expecting that are tropey, that they set up as tropey, to then go, nope, that's not the direction we're going. It's just a fun movie. It's so fun. Yeah, it's incredible. Zoe Kravitz is, I wouldn't say she's my favorite Catwoman. She's definitely my very close second. Michelle Pfeiffer still is the best, but Zoe Kravitz is very, very close. No one has superpowers in this. It's not crazy. It doesn't fit into the fantastical DCEU. But honestly, if you ask me, and I don't even know how it's PG-13. Like, I get it. It's clearly PG-13. But it's so edgy that it gets away with it. It doesn't need to be rated R. I mean, would it improve it? Absolutely, but it's not necessary. The movie is good. It's great. It's my favorite superhero movie now. It's weird to say that, but it is. It's my favorite superhero movie now. Some people have compared it to the first ever live action interpretation of the Batman animated series from the 90s. I think that's a fair assessment, but I think it's so much cooler than that. It is just cool. It is cool all the way through. There is not a single moment that feels weaker than a prior or next. It is just freaking cool. From the action scenes to the dialogue to the inner deep theme throughout the movie. The writing is so strong and compelling and yet slow paced, but it's like juicy slow paced. And even the music, using like Nirvana music, but in this like very dismal, like dark, everything's so dark, and it doesn't bore you. It is probably the most night like Batman, and that even includes the Burton movies. Like, there is a scene during the day, but for the most part, it is so dark. It's fascinating. And the crime lords and who's in charge of things, and it's just so complicated. It's so smart. I can't say good enough. I can't say enough praise for this film. So anyway, that's my rant. I've now been talking about it for 8 minutes. I hope you guys go see the movie. It's truly incredible, and for the sake of my buddy who allowed me to see it with him, go see it at Cinemark if you have that option. It's so generic and such a sellout thing for me to do, but I thought I'd do it for my buddy Greg. So go see it at Cinemark. And if you guys want, go check out The Real Rejects and check out the Batman review with you'll see on the thumbnail a bunch of faces and stuff. I'm not on the cover, the thumbnail again for some reason, but I'm in it, and I'm very brief and concise, much more than I am here. So if you want to check out that review, yeah, go check it out. It's great. Okay, long rant over. I'm going to bed. I have a little one who's waiting on me. So it's bedtime for Bonzo. Love you guys. Bye.